Good evening, everybody. At or around 8:35 p.m. tonight, we received a call of a shooting in the 3400 block of South Claiborne Avenue. The report was that we had multiple victims that had been shot. Police arrived along with EMS, who rendered aid to a number of victims. There were 3 victims that were transported to University Hospital by EMS. 3 victims went to University by private conveyance. 1 victim that was shot went to Oxnard Baptist by private conveyance. And there were 3 individuals who we found down in the block, 2 right here in the 3400 block of South Claiborne Avenue and 1 in the 2800 block of Louisiana Avenue. EMS worked on all 3 victims that were down in the blocks and pronounced those 3 individuals to have passed away on the scene. This is an extremely tragic incident that happened tonight. What we know right now is that we believe that there were 2 individuals clothed with what we believe to be hoods that approached from behind to the right in front of the daiquiri shop right behind us and opened fire, one with, we believe, a rifle, one with a handgun, on the crowd, shooting multiple subjects, 10 in total, 3 of whom have passed away here on the scene. We believe that they actually stood over one of the individuals and fired multiple rounds, and then after that fled toward Martin Luther King on foot and then unknowns. They appeared to have fired indiscriminately into the crowd, striking all 10 of those individuals. What we know right now is that the 7 individuals at the hospital, 1 went into surgery that we believe was critical, still probably unknown right now. The other 6 were in various conditions but non-life threatening, and I'll let Dr. Nichols go further into that in just a moment. But this was an extremely tragic incident. A lot of people were out here tonight. A lot of people we know saw what happened, heard what happened, and we need more than anything for people to come forward to help the NOPD right now solve this case by helping us find more evidence, find out who's responsible for this so we can hold them accountable for the 3 people who have died out here tonight and for the other 7 people who are injured. And what we know right now is that there are a lot of people grieving. I had a chance to speak with a number of family members and friends who are really grieving. As you can imagine, this is a very volatile and tense situation with family members out here tonight. And so we are really asking our citizens who are out here tonight, even those who weren't out here, who heard something, who saw something, to please call us right away with any information, however slight it may be. Or you can call Crime Stoppers to do it anonymously. We need that information. Crimes like this only get solved with community participation. We've had success in the past, and we can have it again. But right now, we want to make sure that the people involved in this do not take matters into their own hands. We have plenty experienced people that were out here tonight. With me tonight are all the tiers of leadership from the police department. We have EMS, the ATF, our partners here, state police are with us. Housing Authority was with us. And so we had a number of partners out here working to work this crime scene, and we'll have all those partners here throughout this investigation to help us solve it. The most important key is community participation, and people who know something, saw something, and heard something. We need that information right away. Now, we still have those 7 victims at the hospital. We will check on them. Their conditions are still unknown, but I'll let Dr. Nichols kind of talk about that just a little bit, and then I'll answer some questions.
Good evening. So we've been working with our hospital providers. They have been working all night to care for these patients. As the chief said, they are in varying degrees of their conditions. Some of them are more critical than others, but we are getting updates from the hospitals. We are grateful for all the providers involved in their care at both facilities and all of our first responders who promptly answer to this. Our condolences to the family, and we will continue to work with the providers in the community to provide the best medical care that we can.
Now, once again, we had a very quick response. We were here quickly. EMS was here quickly, rendering aid. A lot of people are here working to make sure that we can not only respond to this, but solve this. We are going to need your help. And so I'm appealing to everyone that was out here tonight, everyone that knows someone that was out here tonight. Any information that you have, please call us right away. Please call Crime Stoppers. And by no means does anyone think they need to take matters into their own hands. The New Orleans Police Department and our partners are on this. We will stay on it until we clear it and until we hold those accountable for it. At this time, I'll take any questions you might have.
Chief, can you talk to us about security cameras out here?
Well, there are security cameras. There's one that we know for a fact. There are others that are perhaps in places that are closed that we'll be getting to either throughout the night or tomorrow. But that's what we're working through with the investigation. And as more becomes available, we'll be able to view more. I think the most important thing right now is for those who are out here, because this was a large crowd. And we know that people saw something, heard something. We need them to know that they can trust us, come to us, call Crime Stoppers right away to do it anonymously. That's the most important thing.
Chief, there's another shooting reported soon after this one. Do you believe there's any connection to this one here?
We don't know if there's any connection. We have officers responding to it, investigators working on it. It's in a different part of the city. The dynamics are very different, but we're working on that as well.
Does this appear to be personally motivated?
This incident, this has to be personal. I mean, this firing indiscriminately into a crowd, shooting 10 people, killing 3, that's personal. It doesn't get more personal, and we take it personal. So whoever did this, you should know that the law enforcement community takes it personal, and so we're coming for you.
Do you have anyone in custody, and who are you looking for? A description of possible suspects?
We have 2 suspects that we believe had on hoodies. That's all the description that we have right now. They fled on South Claiborne toward Martin Luther King. That's why it's so important for people who know what happened to call us and give us that information, because that's the only description we have at the moment. But we're working through identifying other witnesses, video, and all the other evidence that we're gathering tonight.
Is there any sign this shooting might have been gang-related?
That's unknown. We'll find that out during the investigation. It was very intentional, but we don't know right now that it's gang-related. But that will come out during the investigation.
Any innocent bystanders in this? The 3 people that were found deceased?
That's still unknown for a fact who the intended target was. What we know is that this is very violent, very malicious, very intentional, and it could be any number of those 10 people. And so the most important thing is that we not treat anyone any different than any others. We want all of them to heal from their injuries. We want justice to be served for everyone that was hurt tonight.
You don't know female, can you tell us who was deceased?
We don't have any information about their identities. There are a lot of family members that were out here, but certainly all family members perhaps have not been notified, so we're not releasing any details on any victims yet. Some of them we don't even have or know right now.
Age
You don't know
range?
if there's a possibility that any of these people are workers or anything like that, do you?
We don't know that as of right now.
Is there an
Couple
age
more
range
questions,
for
guys.
this for the?
They were all, in our estimation, were all adult males and females. At the hospital, I think there are 5 males, 2 females, and on this scene there were 2 males and 1 adult female.
And just to be clear, the shooting was in front of the daiquiri shop.
It was just a few feet away from the door of the daiquiri shop. So there are several businesses in the strip mall. It was just a few feet away from the door, right in front of one of the other doors, actually.
Were workers still trapped inside during the investigation?
I saw people inside of one of the venues. I don't know if they were workers or customers, but we know that there were people inside of one of the places that were just there just a few minutes ago.
Was there a chase? There are cars all around. Is that part of
Was
the
there a what?
investigation? Was there a chase? There are cars all around, stopped variously. There's a car in the middle of the road, do you know?
Not to my knowledge. We were processing this scene. I think we would have known about a chase, at least in this area. I think the most important thing, and this will be the last thing, any citizen who has any information, call Crime Stoppers, 821-1111. You can do it anonymously. You can call our homicide detectives right away if you've seen something, heard something, or know something. Anything that will help our detectives point to those responsible for this so we can hold them accountable, because if violence is going to be the life you choose, we're going to make sure prison will be the price you pay. Thank you. Thank you all.